Hey you guys, today we're gonna make this classic fluffy yellow cake from scratch. For your convenience, the recipe's written in the description box below, so let's start. First, we need to start out with our dry ingredients. So I'm measuring into a sifter here 2 1/4 cups of cake flour. Then I'm gonna add to that 3 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna mix them all together right inside the sifter here until it's nice and combined. And then I'm gonna sift it all into a bowl. Sifting all your dry ingredients together like this will give you a nice light cake. So set this aside, and now in a larger mixing bowl, measure out 2/3 of a cup of soft butter. And I want to start beating this on medium speed for a couple of minutes so it gets nice and creamy. I want to incorporate lots of air into the butter because that'll give us a nice fluffy cake. And now I'm slowly going to start adding in 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Add it in slowly and keep beating it for about 3 more minutes on medium speed until it's nice and fluffy. And do remember to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything gets really well incorporated. So keep mixing it just for another few seconds or so. And now it's time to add in the eggs, and I'm gonna separate my eggs. I'm only gonna add in the yolks for now, and I'm gonna beat it well after each addition. The eggs should be at room temperature, but separating them is a lot easier if you do them straight from the fridge while they're still cold. So just keep adding your egg yolks one at a time, beat them really well after each addition, and here it comes. Scrape down the sides of that bowl to make sure everything gets really well incorporated. So mix this all together until it's really well combined, and now we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So now it's time to start adding in our dry ingredients alternately with 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. And I always do this in 4 stages, starting with the dry and ending with the dry. So altogether there's going to be 4 additions of the flour mix and 3 additions of the buttermilk in between. And once everything's all used up, I only want to mix it until it's combined. Don't over blend it. Of course, scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything gets in there, and then beat it for only about a minute or so, because over mixing it at this point is going to give us a tough cake. Now take your 3 egg whites and beat them until they reach stiff peaks. You don't have to do this by hand like I just did. Using a mixer will be a lot easier. Now I'm going to add in half of my egg whites and just fold it in really gently using the whisk until they kind of disappear into the batter. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the second half. Doing it in stages keeps it nice and light, and I don't want any traces of those egg whites to remain. I just want a nice smooth batter that looks like this. Now I have here 2 greased and floured 8-inch cake pans. I'm going to divide the batter evenly among the 2. Then I'm going to tap them gently and run a knife through the batter just to get rid of any air pockets. Then I'm going to bake these at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. Cool them completely, and now you can fill and frost your cake however you want. If you want to know how to make this creamy chocolate frosting, click the link you see here. You won't be disappointed. And there you go. Look how delicious and moist that looks. It's light, it's fluffy. Take a hike, cake mix. While I enjoy this yummy cake, you guys enjoy this. Until next time, see you soon.